Hello, Phillips. I hope and pray that it is well with your souls as we take our Lenten journey together. We find ourselves in the midst of first week of Lent, and I hope you find a quiet place and comfortable chair to sit as we practice. Today's reading is about the kingdom. It is a good thing for any soul to say without reserve in respect of its own life, Thy kingdom come. For this means not only the acknowledgement of our present alienation, our fundamental egoism and impurity, but the casting down of the will, the destruction of our small natural sovereignty, the risk and adventure which accompany an unconditional submission to God, a total acceptance of the rule of love. None can guess beforehand with what anguish, a tearing of old hard tissues and habits. The kingdom will force a path into the soul, to confront self-love in its last fortress with the penetrating demand of God. Yet we cannot use the words unless we are prepared to pay this price. Nor is the prayer of adoration real, unless it leads on to this. When we said, "Hallowed be thy name," we acknowledge the priority of holiness. Now we offer ourselves for the purposes of holiness, handing ourselves over to God that His purposes, great or small, declared or secret, natural or spiritual, may be fulfilled through us and in us. And all that is hostile to His kingdom done away. There will be two sides to this, passive and active. The passive side means enduring, indeed welcoming, and the inexorable pressure of God's transforming power in our own lives. For the kingdom comes upon earth bit by bit, as first one soul, and then another is subjugated by love and so redeemed. It means enduring the burning glance of the holy, where that glance falls on imperfection, hardness, sin. The active side means a self-offering for the purposes of the kingdom here and now in this visual world of space and time. The whole drive of our life, all our natural endowments set towards a furtherance of the purposes of God. Those purposes will not be fulfilled till the twist has been taken out of experience. And everything on earth conforms to the pattern in heaven. That is to say, in the mind of God, widespreading love, transfiguring the whole texture of life. Here we have a direct responsibility as regards as our whole use of created things, money, time, position, the politics we support, the papers we read. It is true that the most drastic social reform, the most complete dethronement of privilege, cannot of themselves bring the kingdom in, for peace and joy in the Spirit, in the Holy Spirit, can only come to us by the free gift of the transcendent. But at least these can clear ground, prepare the highway of God, and here each act of love, each sacrifice, each conquest of prejudice, each generous impulse carried through into action counts, and each unloving gesture, hard judgment, pessimistic thought or utterance opposes the coming of the kingdom, and falsifies the life of prayer. As we take our moment of silence, I want you to breathe in deeply and breathe out. Breathe in Breathe out. We're going to repeat breathing until the singing bowl fades away.